University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the UNLV Rebels and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with New Mexico's head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will come out first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option #1 for the squad.
Oh, he's got some space. Around and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Lobos! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Rebels offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Jackson Arnold. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Lyons. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Throwing right. Nearly intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to squeak through the pile. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Danzy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on second down. Might as well run him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, New Mexico. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Rebels offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Second and long here. Looking to throw. Lets it go. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Going to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the stick. First down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Gives it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's got it on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Here we go. Ready. Wide, 53.
Dropping back, it's Lane. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. The ride. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Right side, it's Thomas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
Looking for the edge. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's Lane. Left side, it's Miller.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The Lobos in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space. It's Humphrey. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Give to the back. Just smothered on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Chuck it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pulls it. He'll toss it. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Plows his way ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have one missed today. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Nowhere to run. He loses a ton of yardage, and they cannot convert on 4th down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Right back to it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. Touchdown, Lobos! Fit in the window for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Rebels.
One more snap coming before halftime. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on first down. Got the quick pass. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 19 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Boilermakers, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
And the Lobos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, UNLV's head coach told me at the half, he talked to his team about turnovers. Ball security was really an issue in the first quarter. Even though his quarterback has performed well, ball security. The other thing they talked about was getting the running game going. That will put less pressure on the quarterback. He will have a little more composure to make those decisions if their run game comes alive right now. I'll let you know if they can get that ground game going here to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Just left that ball well short.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under pressure. Makes the catch down the right side. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Gets the back moving. Second down to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the tight end. Sells to fake. Out wide right, it's Key. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Humphrey. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Oh, what a move. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Lobos look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Lane. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. New Mexico, 34. UNLV, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And down he goes back at the 3.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick give. Fights off a defender. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Lobos! And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good.
UNLV 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Right side, it's Lions. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Completion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Working the ground game. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Lobos with the 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Humphrey. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Quarterback changing the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Makes a man miss. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room straight ahead. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd and long here. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Lane. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Out wide left, it's Lions. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Trying to beat the D deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going up.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David